but not ticky. Not sticky tacky, we'll just make a word ticky. Hey guys, welcome back. So got Friday Favorites and Fooeys for you today, and I have got so many things sitting in front of me to chat with you guys about today. I've got favorites from vacation, I've got favorites since we've been back, and I actually have some skincare goodies to chat with you guys about. Normally I save those for monthly favorites, but these are kind of specific to vacation, like a few things that I was using specifically on vacation for specific reasons. Like, well, we'll chat about it. You know, like when you're on vacation and like sometimes I feel like sometimes my skin is not so happy with me on vacation. So these little things I think really help. So we're gonna chat about that too. So yeah, lots to talk about, so let's get to it. Okay, first off for eyes, of course, a Colourpop palette, shocker. I love this one too. This one's a newer one for them. This is the California Love. I mean, the packaging is so super duper cute. So this is a very warm toned neutral palette, and I think it's beautiful. I absolutely love it. So main ones I was playing with, basically the blending shades. So this one, I'm like getting all confused. This one, and then also really loved this one. I have this on my lids, but then something topped over it. And then this is really pretty. I have a little bit of that on my lids as well. So, I mean, I just feel like Colourpop, they just know what they're doing. They like come out with makeup super regularly, just like hard and fast with the releases, but man, they do them right. I mean, look at that. Mattes are beautiful, blendable, easy to work with, pigmented, wear well throughout the day. The metallic-y shades are light-catching and beautiful and intense and just stunning. So I wore this pretty much every single day on vacation. I brought this palette, and then I brought a small Natasha Denona palette, and I honestly kind of forgot that I had that in my bag. It was the mini nude palette. I think I wore it one day. Really enjoyed it, but I just didn't wear it enough to consider it a favorite. This is what I reached for the most, and I think it's beautiful. I love this palette. And I wanted to bring something along that I could kind of like quickly change up a look or just somehow make an eye look different. So I brought this one with me, the Super Shock. This is the Colourpop Super Shock Shadow in Frog. So I have this on the inner corners of my eyes and a little bit on kind of the inner part of my lid. This is gorgeous. So beautiful. And this is like a really interesting icy duochrome-y sort of a color. It's just got a lot of dimension and different looks to it based on kind of how you're looking at it and what you pair it with. But overall, it's just kind of like sparkly and duochrome-y, pinky purpley, but it has a little bit of like a teal shift to it. So sparkly and beautiful. Love the Super Shock shadows. The sparkly ones are my favorites because they are just like so, I don't know, it's like a little party on your eyes. It's so sparkly and gorgeous. So wore this several times on vacation, and it did like what I was hoping for it to do. Just kind of make a very warm toned eye look go a little bit more kind of pinky and something a little bit different. So this is awesome. Okay, blush. I brought two favorites, loved both of these, wore both of them. I am going to take out my larger one to swatch this one so I don't waste my tiny one. But the two that I brought, did I bring another one? I don't think I brought another one. I mean, these are the ones that I was using, but I don't think I brought another one. This is why I love tiny makeup, because then you can have lots of variety with you, but it's not taking up a lot of space. Like, funny enough, I took a ton of tiny little lipsticks and I only used like a couple. Like my lipstick favorites, I have one tiny lipstick favorite, but this is why I love tiny little makeup, because it's so cute and it's very functional for traveling. Okay, so first off, let me just tell you really quickly what they are. This is Benefit's Dandelion, and this is the Balm Springs. Both so pretty. So Dandelion, this is what it looks like in the little tiny container. I mean, this is so cute. I love it. Adorable. So let me show you my slightly larger size. This isn't the full size. This is kind of like the tinier version of the full size, but not quite as tiny as the little bitty tiny one. So this is a very light pink. It's It looks so like nothing in a swatch. I mean, it is so hard to even see in a swatch, but I love it. I'm trying to remember. I mean, I've had this for a while, but this is one that I kind of waited a while to get it because it just doesn't look impressive in a swatch, but on the face, it's so pretty, especially if you're porcelain and fair complected. It's just really that soft, sweet, subtle pink. It is, I believe, overall matte. Now I have like shimmer from the shadows, but I think it's overall matte. I don't even think it's satin, but it just ends up being this very natural flush of pink on the cheeks. It's beautiful, so I always love it. I do find that I build it up quite a bit, especially if I have a sunless tan on, then I really have to build it up for it to show, but I really love it. So if you're looking for like a very subtle, sweet flush of pink for your cheeks, Dandelion is gorgeous. Ooh-wee, Balm Springs. This is so pretty. I think I have this in a little trio as well. I should have gotten that so I don't waste this little cute tiny one. I think I got this one in an Ipsy bag. This is the most beautiful neutral rosy color is how I would describe it. And this one is matte as well. So it's definitely darker than Dandelion. And it has more warmth. It's kind of more of a, well, I would say a warm rose. Is there even such a thing? I don't know, kind of like a corally. Well, you see it there. It's this color, and I think it's beautiful. Very blendable, pigmented, but easy to blend. It is almost one of those blush bronzery sort of colors. You're gonna look very flushed if you kind of use it as your bronzer as well, but I think it can still kind of work in that way, especially for like a summery sort of a makeup look. But it's beautiful, wore it on the trip multiple times. Brought this highlighter with me. This is technically, I think, a shadow, but I used it as a highlighter. This is the Balm Voyage. Yes, and it says Travel Shadow, but this totally works as a highlighter, so that's how I wore it. I'll have to look up what this comes in. Oh, the Balm Voyage Volume 2 is what it says. So I guess it's in that palette. And it's just a really pretty kind of icy gold sort of a color. So I do have this on today, but I have it on with something else I'm about to mention to you. So this is kind of higher on my cheeks, the sort of golden look that you see there. It's very pretty. So yeah, this is why, another reason I still subscribe to Ipsy, and I love it because you get little tiny things like this in it a lot of times. And they're always my favorite things to get. So especially something like this, it can be a shadow and a highlighter. Perfect. So yeah, just a pretty icy golden color. A favorite since I've been back is the Wet n Wild PacMan Power Pellets Blush Lighter. This collection is so dang cute. It is happy and fun and colorful, but really nice quality too. And this was kind of a surprise favorite for me because normally I kind of, I don't know, don't really go for these kind of loose pellet sort of makeup products. And this being like a blush lighter, it's supposed to be like a blush highlighter combo. I didn't know how I would feel about that, how it would work, but man, this is beautiful. So I have this on kind of as a blush topper. So sort of right in here. So that kind of peachy light catching that you're seeing, it's this. This is pretty intense, but it is so gorgeous. I would not describe this as shimmery. I would describe this more as just very metallic. So it's definitely very light catching. That's why it almost looks like it's shimmery, but when I look closely, I'm not seeing little bits of shimmer. I'm really just seeing that metallic sheen catching the light. But it's a very pretty peachy color with kind of an icy golden, or kind of an icy champagne shift to it. Oh, it's so fun. So yeah, I wear it as a blush topper, but yeah, I think it's kind of fun. They call it a blush lighter. So this whole collection, like I said, is stinking cute. Lip favorites from the trip, and then also I've still been wearing these since we've been back. These two right here. So this is the tiny little one that I reach for a lot. This is the YSL, I don't remember what these are called, Rouge Volupté Shine, I think. This is in 44 Nude. I I had to write myself a note because this is almost impossible to read. So I Sharpied it on there so I could actually know what the color name is. But this is so cute. Got this, I think, in a point perk. I do have, oh, I should have grabbed my full size of this, but I didn't think to do that. I do have this in a full size and love it. So I think I ordered 2 when it was a point perk, just specifically for travel because I love this so much. It is a gorgeous kind of cool toned pinky shade. And on the lips, it is pretty neutral, but it's very cool tone looking on the lips, at least on me. And it just is a great neutral. It's very, very hydrating too, so it feels like a lip treatment. So it feels like you're carrying around in your purse like a lip balm, some color, like it's got all the things to it, like the lip balm properties, the color to it, the very neutral sort of a look. So it's just a great throw it in your purse kind of a color and product. So I love it and it's so cute little. I really like these Milani glosses. These are so good. These are the Keep It Full Nourishing Lip Plumpers, and this one is in 12 Sparkling Pink. And this one is definitely a very pinky color, and this does seem to have, it is so hard to see, but it does seem to have some shimmer in it, but I don't really notice that on the lips. Like I don't notice it being annoying or anything like that. So if they're in there, they're very tiny. And not irritating. So yeah, it's just a light, neutral, but cool toned pink. So it ends up being very sweet and girly and fresh looking. I really like the formula on these. They are a little bit tacky, so they do stay around on the lips a fair amount of time, but not overly tacky by any stretch. But they have a little bit of like a cooling sensation, and they're super duper glossy. So they really catch the light and they're just pretty. So if you like a super glossy lip look, I think you would really enjoy these. You have to be okay with that kind of cooling sensation on the lips. I wouldn't describe it as burning, tingling. It's just more of that cool sort of a feeling on the lips. They're awesome. Another thing from the PacMan collection, this is the Ghost Gloss in Clyde. That's what I have on my lips right now. I love this so much. I mean, the theme of it is super cute. It's so adorable that it matches him. So the packaging is adorable. I love this color. It looks very orange in a swatch, but I just love it. I think it's like a corally orange. I mean, it's not very pink. It's really more of an orange, but I would say like a subdued, kind of a neutral orange. I don't know how to describe it, but somehow it ends up being neutrally looking on the lips, and I love it. So I have it on today. I do have a little bit of lip liner, Jordana's Tawny, just around the tops, just for a little bit more shape on my lips. Just mainly like on my top lip, but it is so pretty. So love the color. The formula is great. So comfortable on the lips. Not the most long wearing, but not sticky, tacky. We'll just make a word ticky. It's not like that. It is very comfortable on the lips. So yeah, it's awesome. So love the packaging, love the theme to it, love the formula, super cute color. It's all good things. Such a good gloss. Okay, and let's quickly chat about skincare. So I don't know, y'all tell me if you're like this. Sometimes on vacation, my hair and my skin seem different. Usually, actually, my hair performs better and works for me better on vacation because a lot of times we're going somewhere like the mountains or somewhere less humid than Texas. So typically I find that my hair behaves better and isn't as flat and holds a curl better. So usually I'm happy with my hair acting differently, but my skin, I mean, I was just noticing, I don't know if it was because I was getting ready in natural light and I could see better, but my skin just looked red and irritated and I was seeing more texture. It was looking more dry. So I was like, holy moly, what do I have in the little tiny things that I brought that will somehow address this? So these were the things that I had in my little bag that I ended up using that I do think really helped kind of like revive my skin on vacation. So first off, I think I got this in an Ipsy bag. This is Sand and Sky Brilliant Skin Detoxify and Brighten Purifying Pink Clay Mask. Anytime I feel like my skin is congested, I love a clay mask for something like that. So I use this. I do feel like it helped to really kind of get the junk out of my pores. That's another thing I was noticing, is just like my pores looked clogged. So I think this helped with that specifically. I think the number one game changer was, I love this, the Pixi Glow Tonic Exfoliating Toner. If you've never tried this, this is so good. It has a lot of hype surrounding it, but for a great reason, because it just stinking works. So I had some cotton pads with me, so I was just kind of like scrubbing it onto my skin at night and in the morning. And I just think that it helped to balance my skin, help it look less dry, help to get some of that texture off of there, just really revive it. So yes, amazing. They sent me a little bag with these little tiny ones. So I have several of these tiny ones. So cute, just like such a good product. And then for hydration, I think this really helped. This is the Peter Thomas Roth Water Drench Hyaluronic Cloud Cream Hydrating Moisturizer. It says hydration for up to 72 hours. Holy moly. But hyaluronic acid is supposed to really hold the moisture into your skin, and I do think that this was doing that. Really helping to lock in that moisture, which then helped, I was noticing just like fine lines were more obvious, and I think it's because of dehydration, because my skin was just like dry or something. I guess maybe because that would make sense. If my hair is looking less flat, it's probably drier air, probably making my skin feel dry, which my skin's used to lots of humidity in the air. I don't really know, but this was helping with hydration on my skin. So I think that those things really helped to revive it. So I wanted to mention them to you because they were specific to vacation. Woo! So those are all the things that I have to chat with you guys about. I think that's the most I've ever talked about in a Friday Favorites, but I just had lots to share with you guys. So hope that you really enjoyed this video. Please hit a thumbs up if you did. Let me know down below what you were loving this week and last week, or what you weren't enjoying. Let me know that down below. Ask me any questions that you have. I'm happy to answer those. Please subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!